Hi guys, welcome. In today's practice, I am inviting you to let go and to go with the flow. We'll be practicing this on the mat as we move through some flowing movements, kind of flowing from one pose into another, back and forth, inviting you to kind of let go into those movements. The idea is to inspire you to let go, to go with the flow in life off the mat as well. It's easy to get kind of bogged down in plans or expectations, and when things start to go not according to plan or not the way we expect them to, it can be a little bit hard to let go of how we see things going or how we thought they would go. So today's practice is designed to inspire you to let go a little bit, opening you up to all possibilities, all outcomes, with a bit more flexibility. For today, you won't need any props, just your yoga mat. So go ahead, unroll your mat, and I will meet you coming into a Supta Baddha Konasana. So we'll begin in a Supta Baddha Konasana, bringing the soles of the feet together into butterfly legs, and then from here, bringing the torso back onto the earth, coming to lie back, allowing gravity to start opening the hips. And start coming into your breath. Deepening your inhales and lengthening your exhales. What does it mean for you to let go and go with the flow? Being flexible with expectations, being flexible with our plans, and go ahead and bring the left foot flat onto the mat. Cross the right ankle just above the left knee, creating a figure 4 in the legs. And then bring the left leg in towards the chest, throwing the right arm in the space between the legs. Left hand comes to the outside of the left thigh, pulling the leg in towards the chest. Make sure you're flexing the right foot actively. And maybe using the right elbow to press the right knee away from you as you pull the left leg in, opening into the right hip. Take a few rolls of the ankle, a few circles with the left foot. In one direction, and then in the other. And go ahead and release left foot flat onto the mat. Bring the right foot flat onto the mat and cross the left ankle just above the right knee. Right leg comes in towards the chest, left arm through the center of the legs, right arm to the outside of the right thigh. Taking hold of the back of the right thigh as you pull the right leg in towards the chest, flexing the left foot, taking a few circles with the right foot. Releasing the right leg, hugging both knees in towards the chest. Maybe taking a few circles with the knees in one direction and then the other. And then from here, making your way up into a tabletop position. Coming onto hands and knees. Shoulders right above the wrists, hips right above the knees, taking some cat-cows here. Inhaling, dropping the belly, lifting the gaze and the tailbone. And exhaling, round the back, press the earth away. Chin comes towards the chest. Inhale, lift the gaze and arch. And exhale, round. 3 more just like this, allowing your breath to initiate your movement. And then finding a neutral spine. And starting to find some circles with the hips. So taking the hips out to the right and then back towards the feet and then out towards the left as you come forward. And again, going around right to the back, left and forward. And take one more like this. And then switch the direction. Hips go out towards the left, back towards the feet, to the right and forward. 2 more like that. And then coming into downward facing dog, walking the hands forward, tucking toes under, lifting knees and hips, pressing the chest back towards the legs. Feel free to take any movement that feels good here in this first downward facing dog. And gradually begin to find stillness here in the pose. Spreading the fingers wide, pressing down through all 5 finger pads. Kneecaps pulling up towards the hip points, and the belly gently pulling up and in. On an inhale, come forward into a plank pose. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more, inhale, plank pose. Nice strong plank. And exhale, downward facing dog. Start to walk the feet up to the hands. Finding a forward fold at the top of the mat. Bending the knees as much as feels okay. On an inhale, lift halfway, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, bring hands onto hips. Keep a bend in the knees as you inhale to stand with a flat back. Finding your Tadasana mountain pose at the top of your mat. We'll begin with Surya Namaskar A, Sun Salutation A. As you inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hinge at the hips, lead with the chest as you fold forward. Inhale, lift the gaze, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, plant the palms and step back into a plank pose. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower halfway, Chaturanga, either bringing the knees down or not. Inhale, open the chest, upward facing dog or cobra. And as you exhale, press the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Step the feet up to the hands. Inhale, lift the gaze, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, arms lift. Exhale, hands into heart center. We'll take 2 more just like that. Inhaling to lift the arms. Exhaling to fold. Inhale, lift the gaze, lengthen the spine. Exhale, plank pose. Taking an inhale in your plank. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga, either knees down or lifted. Inhale, cobra pose or upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping the feet up to the hands. Inhale, lift the gaze, lengthen the spine. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, rise, arms lift. Exhale, hands into heart center. One more like this. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen spine. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale here, strong plank. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga or modified. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, you'll step the right foot in between the hands. Left heel comes down. We're coming into warrior two. Go ahead, lift the torso. Make sure that the outside edge of the back foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. Arms extend long. Gaze right over the front middle finger. And then from here, we'll flow within this shape. So as you inhale, lean back for peaceful warrior. And as you exhale, come all the way forward into side angle pose. Inhale, bring it up and back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. One more inhale, flow back. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come to warrior two. Straighten the right leg. Turn the right toe so that now the outside edge of right foot is parallel to the short edge of your mat. And turn the left toes to face the back of your mat. Bending the left knee, warrior pose on the left side. And then from here, we'll flow with it. Inhale, lean back, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, come on forward. Inhale, lean it back. Exhale, come forward. From here, come back into warrior two. Straighten the left leg. Turn the right heel in slightly so that your right toes are pointing to the upper left corner of your mat, and start to bend into the right knee, keeping the left leg straight for Skandasana. Hands can come onto the earth in front of you. And then from here, we'll flow side to side. So as you inhale, lift through center. Exhale, sit down into the left side. Inhale through center. Exhale, bend the right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, come to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. One more to the left. Inhale through the center. Exhale to the left. Take a look at your right foot and then bring yourself towards it, coming into a lunge facing the front of your mat, right knee bent on the ball of the back foot. Go ahead and bring the left knee onto the earth. As you inhale, open the chest towards the front of your mat. And as you exhale, start to straighten the right leg, pulling the hips back in space for Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, come forward, open the chest. Exhale, straighten the leg and fold. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come forward. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and then bring the feet to parallel, coming to face the side of your mat into a wide-legged forward fold. Dropping the crown of the head towards the earth. Hands can come in line with the feet if that's available. And then bringing hands under shoulders, inhaling to lengthen the spine. And then walking the hands all the way over to the left foot, bringing your right knee onto the earth, coming into low lunge, facing the back of your mat. Take an inhale, open the chest. Exhale, pull the hips back, straighten the left leg, Ardha Hanumanasana. Inhale, open chest, bend the left knee. Exhale, straighten the leg as you fold. Inhale, bend the knee, open the chest. Exhale, straighten as you fold. Rebend the left knee, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and come to the side of your mat once again for a wide-legged forward fold. This time, inhale, lengthen the spine long. Go ahead and interlace the fingers behind the back, clasping the hands, and then folding down with the hands clasped, opening into the shoulders and the chest. Releasing hands to the earth. Hands under shoulders, inhale, lengthen spine. Walk hands all the way to the front of your mat towards the right foot. Plant the palms, step right foot back, plank pose. Take an inhale. Exhale, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhaling, downward facing dog. From downward facing dog, bring the right foot in between the hands, staying on the ball of the back foot. When you feel steady in the feet, lift the torso, high lunge. From here, lean the torso over the right leg, start to shift the weight, lifting the left leg in towards the chest. I'll turn to face you. From here, the left ankle will cross just above the right knee, creating a figure 4 in the legs, and then bending deeply into the right leg, coming into a half chair, figure 4 balance. Hands can be lifted as in chair pose, or you can bring hands to heart center if that helps you to balance. Sitting low into the leg, opening into the outer left hip. Flexing the left foot actively. And then go ahead and lift, release the left leg. Shake them out a little bit, let that go. And from here, we'll step the right foot back, finding high lunge with the left foot forward. Arms by the sides of the ears. Go ahead and lean the torso over the left leg. And then shift the weight forward as you bring the right knee in towards the chest. Finding figure 4 on the other side. So the right ankle will cross just above the left knee. Sit down into the left leg. Arms can be lifted by the ears or at heart center. Make sure the right foot is flexed. Setting the weight back into the heel of the left foot. And then rise, release, shake the legs out, let that go. From here, we'll make our way into a pigeon pose. Go ahead and inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the gaze and lengthen. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Take an inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll come into pigeon pose on the right side. So the right knee is going to come up behind the right wrist. Right foot will come towards the left wrist-ish. Scoot yourself back so that your right hip can come down onto the earth. If that's not available and the right hip is lifted off the mat, bring a block underneath the right hip to help prop you up and give you some support in this pose. Go ahead and bring the hands forward, a little bit wider than your mat. Take an inhale, open the chest, lifting the gaze, and exhale, roll the chest down. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, roll down like a wave. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, come on down. 2 more like this. Inhale, roll the spine up. Exhale, roll it down. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, come on down. This time, release down over the right leg in your pigeon pose. Slowly begin to lift the torso, walking the hands back towards the feet. Plant the palms flat, tuck the back toes under, and lift yourself into downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg up and back, bending the knee, taking a few circles with the right leg. Any movement that feels good after that pigeon pose on the right side. Then releasing right foot to the earth. And coming into pigeon pose on the left side. So the left knee will come behind the left wrist. The left foot will come towards the right wrist. You can use the right foot to help scoot your seat back, trying to bring the left hip onto the earth. And again, if you find that you're lifted high off the ground, bring a block underneath the hip, or a bolster, a cushion, a blanket. Again, bringing the hands slightly in front of you and a little wider than the mat. Take an inhale to open the chest up to the sky. Exhale, roll down like a wave. Inhale, roll up. Head comes up last. Exhale, roll down. Inhaling to roll up. Exhale, roll down. 2 more like this. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll down. 1 more. Inhale to rise. Exhale, roll down. This time, lowering the torso all the way to the mat. Gently begin to lift the torso, walking the hands in, planting the palms, tucking back toes, lifting back knee, and then stepping into downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg, bending the knee, and taking a few circles with the left leg. Any movement that feels good here on this side. And then starting to make your way onto your back for bridge pose. Going to lie back, feet flat on the mat. So the knees are pointing straight up to the sky. With the arms extended long by the sides of your body, you should be able to graze the backs of your heels with your middle fingers. And the feet are parallel to each other. When you have this alignment, go ahead and begin to press down into the feet to lift the hips towards the sky. Maybe you snuggle the shoulders underneath you to clasp the hands together. And then press the hands, the arms down into the earth to help you lift the hips. Notice if you are clenching the glutes fiercely here, and let that go. Go ahead and release the hands, and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, roll your spine down onto the earth. Bring your feet as wide as your mat and allow the knees to knock in towards each other. Taking a couple of breaths here. We'll come into one more bridge pose. So go ahead and set up the feet. Make sure that you are aligned, feet parallel, close to your seat. When you feel ready, press into the feet, lifting the hips. Maybe snuggling the shoulders under, clasping the hands. Finding a little more lift in the hips. Gently release the hands, and slowly, vertebra by vertebra, roll your spine down. Bring your feet about as wide as your mat, and begin to windshield wiper the legs, dropping them to the left and the right. From here, go ahead and hug the knees in towards the chest, giving them a gentle squeeze, maybe a gentle rock side to side. And go ahead and lift the feet up towards the sky, taking hold of the inside or outside edges of the feet and pulling the feet towards the earth. Maybe finding a gentle rock side to side here in your happy baby. We're letting go of the feet, giving the knees one last squeeze here and towards the chest, and then extending the legs long, starting to make yourself comfortable for Savasana. Allowing the feet to sort of flop out to the sides, bringing the arms by the sides of the body, the palms turn up. Take a big breath in, fill up the belly. Open the mouth and let it go. Take two more like that. Inhale deep. Let it go. One more big breath in. And release. And release any control over your breath. Allowing it to flow spontaneously in and out. Allowing yourself to let go. Right here, letting go of control over breath. Letting go of any tension or holding. Surrendering completely to the earth beneath you. If you have more time to stay in Savasana, please do. Otherwise, start to bring gentle movement to fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Extend the arms long overhead and take a nice long stretch. And bringing the feet flat onto your mat and roll onto the side of your choice. And as you feel ready, use the hands to press yourself up. And coming into a comfortable seat. Bringing the palms to touch at heart center, gently bowing the head, in gratitude for this practice. Take a big breath in through the nose, open the mouth and let it go. And gently fluttering eyes open. Thank you so much for joining me today. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Namaste.